So, man, today we're here, man. We're looking at the Radical Trailblazer Solid. Man, again, haven't thrown a big Radical asym outside of the conspiracy scheme, which we're going to be throwing against it. But the scheme is really more like a benchmark asym. Like, it's not really, you know, top of the line, really chuggy, really early, and a lot of continuation down the lane. Like, it's a lot of continuation, but it's not the same thing. And for some people who did get that confused when it came out, you know, especially people who had that expectation that this ball was just going to outhook everything, like the original conspiracy, that really wasn't the design intent. So again, we're going to compare the scheme to the Radical Trailblazer Solid. I have high hopes for this. Wasn't a big fan of the other Trailblazer. I know some people liked it, but again, I think this one is kind of that staple Radical ball reaction. So let's get to the lanes. As always, if you want to purchase the ball, use the links below. That goes a long way in helping really support the channel. And also, want anything Cool Wick related, use the discount code HUTCH10 at checkout. Have all those links below, pretty much, man. So, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. Appreciate you as always. And, man, let's get to the lanes. So it's gonna be a little bit different this time, guys. Man, I got a wireless mic, so this is what I've been waiting for. So I could do the more, you know, J.R. Raymond type of reviews when I'm talking about the ball on the lane. But yeah, Radical Trailblazer Solid, man. It's gonna be the first shots, warming up and everything. So let's see how this goes. Woo! That's a lot of hook. So first shot, it hooked. It hooked a lot. Crossed over, Brookman on me. Oh, okay. I like it. That's nice. So, first two shots in the books. The first shot, no, just warming up. I'm still just kind of warming up, seeing, you know, get my hand, body warm, acclimated to the lanes. Seeing what it does. So far, so good. Man, I'm liking it. Liking the way that looks, that shape. Has my standard drilling on it. Puts the pin above my ring finger. Some Radical pieces, I've drilled them weaker in the past, like a katana slash, and I've kind of been chasing that ball reaction. And I quite haven't seen that from the original Trailblazer. That's what I was hoping for, but that's not what I got. But again, with this ball so far out of box, man, this is looking really, really good. Like for real, it's looking really, really good. And this is that strong, still continuous down lane ball motion that, you know, they preach, you know, at Radical, you know, everything's continuous. All right, threw that a little bit wide. Tried to put a little more hand in it to see what it would do. But sprayed a little too right. And again, this is a fresh house shot. So that's what you get. Wiping it off. Everything's out of box. Reset the lane. I feel pretty comfortable. So I'm gonna go ahead and start. Play to the right. Trip 4. Not mad at that at all. We're still blended it. Tried to roll out a little more when I play to the right. That's generally what I have to do to blend that reaction. My ball roll, I don't spin it quite enough to get it to push. So when I roll it and kind of make it stand up kind of quickly. But Yeah, that shot right there is a little bit further right. I can stand on 5. Hopefully you can see this angle. Put it down. It's a big ball. It's a house shot. I wouldn't typically continue to try to play there. Like I wouldn't keep doing that. But again, to show people, you know, what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to play right, see what it does. I think the ball we're comparing it to, the radical conspiracy scheme, it's gonna look good there. Where this ball's picking up, the conspiracy scheme for me has always been a hair smoother. So, yeah. But getting these first couple shots out the way, I really like this ball, especially with all the big asyms that are out. This solid cover. Again, saltgrass lanes is generally heavier oil. There, it labored a little bit. I didn't get around it a ton. I got some hand in it for sure, but again, with the speed I put on it, it didn't make the turn. And guys, if you guys like this type of review, let me know. I want to see, again, I'm going to sprinkle this in and then still do some of my videos to have voiceovers too. But I want to see, again, if you guys like this, you know, kind of immediately giving you feedback on the ball as I'm throwing it. So, yeah, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. And it actually didn't come as dull out the box as I thought it would, the Trailblazer. A lot of stuff that's been leaving the Brunswick facilities, man, has been really dull. I wrote that one really end over end. I don't expect that to come back. That's what happens when you miss. You're not that good. So we're gonna try the scheme now. See what it does. Sheesh, it's a crack. Much easier down the lane. That ball is just, again, the scheme is a lot cleaner than I think a lot of people didn't realize that. Here we go. Still throwing the scheme. A lot longer. I got on that one pretty good, and it still got down the lane a lot. But anyway, still throwing the scheme. I think I'm about to let off the speed a little bit, give it time to react. And got the 10 out. The scheme is, again, it's a lot cleaner. It's more of a benchmark type of ball, and especially with, you know, the box finish, it's kind of shiny. Very, very benchmarky type of shot. Shape down lane. Where this Trailblazer Solid, that's the big ball, the Dundada, the maximum results replacement, essentially. Still carried. I mean, I wouldn't say that was a staple shot there, but it did carry. So. But yeah, the scheme is really clean. I think this is one of those kind of like trick balls for a lot of people. You know, got some funny condition. Got on that one pretty good, and it still, yeah, it just needs that cover broken to be a little bit better. Trailblazer solid. Got around that one. Tried to wiggle up the 10, something to hit it, but not falling over. So again, this is definitely a square the lane up. Get your feet a little bit more comfortable to the right and go for it. So try strike one more time with this one. Move my feet a little bit further right. See what we get here. Loved it. Still saw a little bit of deflection. I think, again, this ball just needs more surface. But yeah. But back to the Trailblazer solid. This thing is actually pretty clean. It's pretty clean through the fronts. They're really going through the pins really well. Like this is, I'm really liking this one. Out of all the big asym solids reviewed, this is kind of giving me those Paragon vibes. I think the Paragon is still a little bit more down lane, but this one is 100%. Like again, it's out of box. I have not changed the surface on this one at all. And it's still giving me this type of look. And man, gave down a little more juice. Oh, that hooked. I got it in, but I wanted to see if it was going to shim. It didn't. It didn't shim. But it's, again, my first couple shots. Again, it wasn't super dull out of box. When I looked at it, it wasn't that way. So I am curious how much that lane shine, how much will you need to keep surface maintenance with this ball. So it's kind of out of bounds there. I moved left, but I gave it away too much to the right. But not too bad. Trailblazer. I am quickly becoming a fan of this one. Big asym. Missing the oil. And that joker hooks. I get hooks. Like if you haven't had a big asym ball that hooks this much, this is definitely one of those, like Paragon, and I would, as of right now, man, this Trailblazer, flaring plenty. Our shot back end is pretty clean. Some people would generally see a little more soup in the middle. So when I miss left, it might, wiggle, but here right now, this clean back end. Still need to give it away a little bit more 9-pin. Not quite the right angle into the pocket. It's a little high. But continuation, that 9-pin is continuation. It never stopped. It went through the pins. One more shot with the scheme. See how she does. Give her the business. If you want a ball that you can just kind of get all over, Conspiracy Scheme is definitely it. You want something that's a little stronger, needs a little more oil, the Trailblazer. You want to move left, you want to make sure something that's going to come back, this is it. Especially from a big asym, you see a lot of oil. This thing is, man, I like it. I like it. I don't know if it's going to replace, you know, my Paragon or Speed, but as of right now, I really like it. Once I can put them up to compare each other a little bit more, I'll make that decision. But yeah, we're gonna switch it up and get to our other angles, and then back to the voiceovers. So as we look at the numbers and change angles, this is, again, an asymmetric ball. The cover on this one is the Motion Magic Solid. Has an RG of 2.484 and a differential of 0.52 and an intermediate differential of 0.20. Finished at 500, 2000. So man, this ball, again, for having this 2000 grit, it clears the fronts really well, and I feel that's a very usable finish. Very, you know, throughout this video, I really did enjoy this ball motion. And again, versus the conspiracy scheme, which was finished at a 500 compound, and I think that also plays a huge part as to why it rolled the way it rolled. But this ball is much more usable. It's much more in my wheelhouse, ball reactions that I enjoy, and I think a lot of people will also enjoy this, man. But yeah, man, honestly, I think these are actually a great little 1-2 punch, the conspiracy scheme and the Trailblazer Solid, and I think it's really going to surprise some people. So I think, man, guys, man, really check this ball out. If you liked everything you saw, man, use the links below. And that's it, man. We're going to get to some Arsenal videos next. So again, appreciate everything, and on to the next one.